Good morning, everybody. Yamaha Champions Riding School here. Nick Einach, Scott Russell, Ken Hill, and we're here at the Dallas IMS show, and we want to talk a little bit about Dunlop tires. We run Dunlop tires at the school. We run Q2s at the school, and sometimes we mix them with some of the GPAs. We want to talk about those tires a little bit. So, Nick, what are you thinking about on the Q2s?
Yeah, we're big fans of this Q2. It's right here behind us, and it's a dual compound tire especially for street riders. The center of the tire is pretty hard. You get some good longevity out of it, but the edges where you need the grip is grippy. And I run them on my street bikes. I just love them. And how many people have come to our school? Can we name names? I mean, Dane Westby came to our school and rode on the Q2s and just couldn't believe they weren't a race tire. The grip was that good. So we're big fans. Also, we run rain or shine, and it starts raining, we can stay on.
Yeah, that was the next point I was going to bring, is that even in adverse conditions, hot, cold, they work really, really well. And we don't do any big adjustments for them. We might adjust pressure a pound or two, but that's really all we do.
Yeah, talk about pressure. Yeah.
So on the Q2s, typically we'll run 31 front and rear cold, and we just set them in the morning and we run them. We might adjust them. If it's really hot out, we might go to a little bit more pressure a pound. If it's cold out, we might take a pound out of them, but we found that 31 front and rear works really well for us, and on all the different bikes we put them on. And I want to ask Scott about the Q2s, because Scott came to school and he's obviously used to race tires, and it's like, I want a race tire. And you ran Q2s, and what'd you think?
I think they're unbelievable. Like you said, when we come to the school, people come to the school, they can't believe we can go as fast as we can on the Q2s. And for me, it's they got a good warning area. They'll let you know where you are with them all the time. So for me, the predictability is unbelievable. The grip's really good, and that dual compound thing, it's a great thing. So I'm really surprised of how fast we can ride on the racetrack with a Q2.
Yeah, and you said longevity too.
Yes.
It's nice having tires that you don't have to put a tire on every day. These things last. We go literally, the instructor bikes, school after school after school on the same tires, and they work pretty well.
Yeah, how many of our graduates have left and literally told us, I'm done buying slicks, I'm done buying the race tires, I'm going to buy Q2s. I love the grip and they last so long. There's very quick warm up, even on a cold day in Salt Lake or Laguna. They're warm within literally lap and a half, they're ready to go. And on a warm day, we don't even think about warming them up. We run it off in turn one and we're ready to go. So we're big fans of the tire.
So now, and they work great. So now we're going to go to the next level with tires a little bit. Scott, you did a bunch of riding with me at Thunder Hill this whole year, and we ran really the gamut of everything Dunlop had. We ran some of the UK tires, we ran some of the American tires. Obviously the UK tires, how'd those work?
Well, the UK stuff's always been up here. You know, even back in the day when I was racing, it was a battle between the Japanese manufacturer, Dunlop, and the UK, and we always go back and forth. The UK stuff's very good. So, but now the US tires really come along.
Yeah, and I think that's where the big changes are now. We've got literally the same grip. The longevity's fantastic for a much lower cost. And I know you run a bunch of the American stuff, and we just ran on this stuff. And
in 100-degree heat up there at Thunder Hill, it's just amazing. I mean, how many days we could get out of a tire.
Yeah, you were putting a tire on every session,
for
right?
days. We were up there 3 days at a time, same tire on the bike, just beating on it in the heat. And it's just amazing the longevity of them and the grip that they offered the whole way through.
Yep.